parenting mean and how families relate to each other. Learning how to raise your children well is very, very important because it will help you develop and maintain loving relationships. There's 3 things that you need to do in order to do that. First, you need to keep their love tank full. Second, you need to practice what you preach. And third, learn to not hide your mistakes from your children. The reason that I say to keep the love tank full is because Dr. Gary Chapman, in his book, The 5 Love Languages, talks about how often people don't feel loved, so they act out in ways that are conducive to destructive behavior. So what you want your children to do is feel love in the way that they receive love. And he talks about 5 love languages: affirmation, touch, gifts of service. My husband, if I go home and he's cleaned the bathroom, I am so excited because my love language is acts of service. So you need to make sure that your children, that you're expressing love to them in the way that they experience love. Second, you want to practice what you preach. If you tell your child that they are the most important thing in your life, don't go home when they're talking to you about Jimmy on the playground and how they push him off the swing. Don't be playing on your BlackBerry while they're talking to you. You want to make sure that you're giving them your undivided attention. And the third thing is, do not hide your mistakes from your children. Parents want their children to live better lives than them, but oftentimes there's this notion that you should not let your children know that they made mistakes, or you want to hide your mistakes. My parents, when I was 6 years old, they went bankrupt, and as a result, my mother had a nervous breakdown. Now, it was a sad situation, and we recovered from that. But one of the things that I learned as a result is to manage my money very, very well. And actually last week I just finished paying off my student loans, and me and my husband are now completely debt free. And that's one of the things that I learned from this horrible experience that they have. So if you want your children to learn and have a better life, teach them what you've learned from the mistakes that you made. So I gave you 3 points on the do's and don'ts of raising children. First, keep their love tank full. Make sure that they experience love in the way that they can receive it. Second, practice what you preach. If you tell your child something, make sure that you're demonstrating that in your everyday life. And third, do not hide your mistakes from your children. Thank you for your time and attention. I appreciate you. You've been a great audience.
Hi, and thank you for watching. For more helpful tips on building a strong family, marriage, and relationship, follow me on my blog at www.myfamilyfantastic.blogspot.com or on Twitter